And this is the YESOUL G1M Plus. It does much the same as the Peloton and costs 5 times less. But this bike doesn't just save you money, it might actually be better for a lot of people. Let me explain why. Now, a bit of context, I used to be obsessed with spinning. I'd hit classes multiple times a week, even do all-day spin-a-thons for charity. It was absolutely my favourite way to stay fit. But then life happened. I became a dad of 2, started running my own business, and like a lot of people in that position, my fitness routine took a bit of a nosedive. So when YESOUL reached out to partner on this video, I thought, well, could this budget-friendly bike actually help me regain my love of spinning? So in this video, I'm going to show you what the YESOUL bike can do, how it stacks up against Peloton, a few limitations I've found, and most importantly, whether it's actually helped me enjoy working out again after a month or so of use. Let's talk about setup first, and getting this thing unboxed and built was actually pretty easy. YESOUL sends you this in a single box with a helpful video to follow to get it all installed. Now, I'm not particularly handy at this sort of thing, and it took me about 45 minutes from start to finish to get everything ready to use. Now, as I mentioned, I've used a lot of spinning bikes over the years, including trying out a Peloton back in the lockdown days when everyone bought one, and I'm struck by how well crafted this thing is. The adjustment knobs are weighty and tactile, and the resistance adjustment is very smooth, and just the feel and the form of the whole thing I think is pretty impressive. I was initially a bit worried about where this would live, but it's actually pretty compact and it fits nicely in this space in my home office, which I think is pretty important. If you hide an exercise machine away in a spare room, it is destined to be forgotten. But over here, I can easily hop on and do a quick workout between meetings, before I start work, or any other time I like. It's the opposite of being out of sight, out of mind. Plus, if you do need to move it out of the way, it's heavy enough not to feel like it's going to collapse, but also it's not crazy heavy. It's about 80 pounds, and you get wheels on the front to help move it about your space. I'm going to come on to the interface in just a bit, but a couple of things I wanted to point out about the build. First of all, spinning fans will likely prefer to use special cycling shoes like these ones that let you clip in and get lots more force each time you push down or pull up. Now, you can swap out the pedals on the YESOUL bike to be compatible with proper cycling shoes, but as standard, it comes with these toe cages, which are absolutely fine, especially for beginners, or if you know that you're going to be hopping on or off to do other kinds of exercises. By the way, if you buy a Peloton, they do it the other way around, so their bike has these Delta cleated pedals pre-installed, and then you have to spend more money to buy their special shoes. It's a bit cheeky, that, I think. Also, the screen on the YESOUL bike is a 21.5-inch 1080p panel that provides tilt and also rotates. I'm going to show you why in just a moment. And below the screen, you get a pretty beefy soundbar. And if you want that full gym feel of pounding EDM while you're working out, this thing is going to kick out a lot of noise, and I promise it'll get you pretty amped up for a workout. If you're standing up to do a standing climb or even jump, see, I know all about spinning terminology, that is also fine, and the bike is really stable. I've got it on a hard floor in here, and there wasn't any wobbling going on, even on an intensive standing sprint. Let's move on to talk about the experience of using this bike. And the first thing you'll notice with the interface is that the screen actually hasn't got that much going on it. I mean, you can just jump on cold and start riding, and you'll just get some readouts, but that is about it. And this screen is designed to mirror another display, so that could be a phone or a tablet or a laptop even, anything that will connect via the supplied USB-C cable. I actually really like having this tray up front, as it's the perfect size for my iPad mini. And because the whole thing is powered, when I connect up my iPad, my device is also getting a power up, which means you're never going to run out of juice in the middle of a workout. I mean, you might run out of energy, but whatever device you're using will be absolutely fine. Now, once you've connected everything up and you've paired your bike to the YESOUL app on your device, you will be prompted to sign up for their subscription. Now, we're going to come to that in a moment, but importantly, you do not need this subscription to use this bike. If you already have workouts that you like that are on Apple Fitness or Zwift or even YouTube, you can just set them going on your device, and then the YESOUL screen will mirror your video and take the audio through to the soundbar. Or if you want to use Bluetooth headphones like my AirPods here, it'll it'll just pair to your device as normal. That also means if you happen to have a Peloton membership, that also works. So you could theoretically save a heap of money by keeping the Peloton app, running it through this bike, and it'll still work like a dream. That mirroring also goes for anything else, such as Disney Plus or Netflix or Amazon, if you want to watch a film or some other content while you're working out, or even something like playing a game or streaming from your console. You just get a little readout up here on the left-hand side of the screen with your stats on alongside your content, and it'll track everything you do as a ride. So for me, this mirroring feature is the biggest reason over the price to buy this bike. It's a really simple idea and it's executed very well. Now, if you did want to sign up to the YESOUL app, it is a paid subscription and it's around the same price as Peloton's lowest tier, about $12. Now, it is a similar experience, not identical, of course, but one of the things that I do like is that you can complete these little challenges to earn extra months that are then added to your subscription. It's a really nice idea and rewards you for using your bike more. Within the YESOUL app, you'll find tons of classes available for different experience levels and different intensities that you can follow along. I've done quite a few of these so far, and I particularly like the big rides that you can do. It really feels like you can be out and about on a bike ride up in the mountains or around France, wherever you want to go. A couple of things to note though. Whilst you get all of your workout readings over on the screen here, and the app will record the workouts that you've done, the bike and the classes aren't linked. So as an example, if you're watching one of these world view videos, you'll see your power and your cadence on screen, which are connected to the way you're riding, but the visuals don't speed up or slow down based on how fast you're pedaling. Just another slight niggle here too. I always want these classes in landscape mode so I can mirror them in full on the screen, but on my device, I always have to interact with the app in portrait mode before then turning it back to landscape once the video starts. It's a really small thing, but it is annoying, and hopefully it's relatively simple that can be fixed with an app update in the future. Now, the classes themselves are also pretty good with excellent music choices, although the tracks aren't probably anything you'd recognize, but they do the job. And the main thing is you are given very specific guidance about what zone you should be in when it comes to cadence and resistance, so that you can make sure you're working as hard as you should be rather than slacking off. Now, if I'm being honest, these haven't got the same kind of polish and pizzazz as some of the Peloton instructors or the ones that you would find on Apple Fitness Plus, but you know, they've not got the same egos either. For me, the YESOUL classes are just like being in a regular gym class with a very good instructor taking you through your workout. Another thing you'll probably want to know is whether this is all connected like you get with Peloton. After all, on Peloton, you can join live classes and even get like a leaderboard going and shout outs from the instructors who can see exactly how hard you're working because everything is all joined up.
Genitalia, happy 1000. You totally got me with that name. You totally got me with that name.
In their top of the range Bike Plus product, the bike actually syncs its resistance to what the instructor is using, so you just can't cheat. And perhaps, obviously, you're going to find none of that here with the YESOUL bike. But you know, how useful is all of that, really? It kind of depends on what kind of workout you want. Now, the YESOUL app also connects to Bluetooth heart rate monitors and your Apple Health account. If you want to keep a track of your workouts this way and routines, it'll do that automatically for you. Now, the screen is big enough that if you want to do a different kind of workout, either alongside or instead of your ride, you can just swivel the display around and do a yoga class, or maybe a weights class, or HIIT training, or the myriad of other things that you have available. Again, you've got loads of options here in the YESOUL app, or if you want to get your workout from Apple Fitness or YouTube, you're all good. I can highly recommend the yoga classes from Yoga with Joelle, which I like to use to stretch out after a big spin session. I really like this feature, and it just means that you've got everything you need to get a bunch of different workouts done, even if you only have a limited space and minimal equipment to work with. Now, I've touched on this already, but if you're looking at this, chances are you've also already considered Peloton. Let me quickly summarize the differences to help you decide which one is likely best for you. Firstly, the screen and app experiences. On one hand, Peloton have absolutely tons of workouts, instructors, and recognizable music genres to choose from, and they have those live classes too. You also get a touchscreen to interact with it all. Now, you can use Peloton to access other services like Netflix, but it's all a bit clunky because you have to go through a single browser interface and sign in every time you use it. And they also lock it down on some sites. Now, with YESOUL, it's all pretty much down to what you connect to and what you prefer to do. So if you just want to buy this bike and fire up a YouTube class, and there are thousands to choose from there, you're good to go with all of that straight out of the box. If it's on your device, you can get it to play on the YESOUL bike. Now, secondly, there's the way that the Peloton Bike and the app work together. So having all of your input integrated into each class to the extent that the instructors can call out your name in the middle of a live class, yeah, that's pretty cool.
True people.
Possibly, but that is clearly where all the money is going. To me, the YESOUL is more like the kind of high quality bike that you would see on a gym floor, but the Peloton's connectivity features are in a pretty different league. Thirdly, we need to talk about price. Now, although Peloton offer a variety of ways to pay for their bike, including a monthly rental scheme, at the top end, you're going to be looking at $2,500 up front for their bike, along with $12 to $40 of app membership, which, let's be clear, you do need in order to make full use of that bike. With the YESOUL, the price of this bike starts at $499 US, and then the app subscription, if you choose to take it, is around $12.99 a month. That is a radically different price point for what is a relatively similar user experience, I think. Plus, they even run these competitions where you can effectively recoup the cost of using the app by actually using the bike. For instance, this one has you pay for the year up front, but then if you complete 2 workouts a week, you actually get all of that money back as a reward. So pretty cool idea. Let's sum up then. Is this better than Peloton? That's a big question that I think boils down to 2 things. For one, are you made of money? If you are, well, you're probably not watching this video. And also, because I'm of the opinion that even if you have got a spare $2,500 to drop on a nice exercise bike, you should probably just buy a cheaper option like the YESOUL bike, get an app subscription, and save yourself literally thousands just in the first year of ownership. Or you can use a different workout source and potentially save even more. Now, the second question is, how much flexibility do you want in exactly who is yelling at you to ride, run, lift, or stretch? Because if you're into Peloton's particular brand of instructors, you might just prefer that kind of experience. But if you want to keep your options open and maybe do an Apple Fitness workout one day, take an easy ride whilst watching a film the next, and then maybe a yoga class with your favorite YouTube yogi later in the week, YESOUL is a much more forgiving experience. Well, I really hope this has helped to break it all down for you. I've got to be honest, when this thing arrived, I'd mentally written it off as a knockoff Peloton wannabe, but it has been full of surprises, and I never expected to like it quite as much as I have. It's definitely staying in my house. And if you've got any questions that I haven't answered here, just pop them in the comments and I'll do my best to help. Oh, and some exciting news. I've worked with the YESOUL team to get you a discount, which you can grab if you follow my link below and get 100 big ones knocked off your order. You're welcome. Meanwhile, if you enjoyed this review and you want to see some more YouTube thinks you're going to love, this video right over here. Go on, give it a click and see if those robots know exactly what they're doing.